Hey, you're listening to Coach Shelton Harris and Tanya Ellinger.
Hey.
Bam!
Hey, perfect.
Coach Shelton Harrison, there'll never be no comparison. You're live on the show. Sit back and have a listen.
All right. LDBC, this is your boy Coach Shelton Harrison. You're live on the Coach Shelton Harrison Combat Sports Show live. Oh boy, Megan Anderson. Megan Anderson can't shut her mouth. It would have been a good idea for Megan Anderson to just shut up for a couple of months. Let all this cyborg stuff blow over. And people like me will stop talking about it. But now, you know, Megan Anderson, she can't stop running her mouth. And guess what? Now, the cyborg thing finna go on for a couple of more months. Because Megan, you know, this is too easy. I really ought to just, I should have just said, you know what? Nah, don't make this video. It's too easy. This is too easy to call Megan out on her BS and really just make her look like a damn fool. I mean, it just is. And Megan, if you're listening to the video, oh, you're welcome to come live on the Coach Shelton Harrison Combat. We're making a podcast, and I'll just sit here and debunk everything. That's what I'll do. But, you know, let's talk about this. Let's really go ahead and discuss what's going on, okay? So Megan Anderson picked Joanne Calderwood to beat Cynthia Calvillo, which, that's cool. A lot of people gave their picks, you know, even me, everybody did it, okay? My problem ain't with the pick, okay? Now, my problem is what she said after she made her pick. Now, Megan Anderson said that, okay, and I quote, didn't think Calvillo deserved a nod. Certainly didn't live up to the hype following her, but a W is a W. Okay, so, now we got another Cynthia Calvillo hater. What you mean the hype? Nah, what about the hype following you? Wait, Megan, let's talk. Yeah, you a fighter. Megan, you know damn well if Cynthia Calvillo would have came out there and tried to finish Joanne Calderwood, I'm talking about literally go out there like she did Amanda Bobby Cooper and go out there and attack like she attacked Pearl Gonzalez. Hell, Cynthia Calvillo might have been laid out on a damn stretcher. See, in certain ways you have to fight these karate types. I'm just saying, these karate types, you got to strategize different. You can't just do some of the stuff that you do. You can't do some of that stuff. Then she knew she was in there with a different animal in JoJo Calderwood. She knew she was. Cynthia Calvillo's ass could have been laid out. That's why she fought her in a different act. And it showed another dimension to her game. But of course, you know, Megan wouldn't have said that though. She wouldn't have said that about Calvillo. I mean, she wouldn't have said that about Calderwood because here go the proof. Here go the proof. Because you picked Calderwood to win. So if you thought Calderwood wasn't a fight, then you would have been impressed by Calderwood, but not Calvillo. Megan Anderson, how the hell do you explain this one? I told y'all this was too easy. I told you it was too easy. Because if Calderwood would have won, you know damn well Megan Anderson would have been like, yeah, great win for Joanne, a great hard-fought win. That's what you would have said. Because you picked her to win. But let's get off of this. Let's talk about you, the hype job. Oh, and let me help you out, Megan. Let me help you out. Let me show you what this really should have looked like. Y'all look at the screen. Yep. You need to put that X mark over Calderwood face, Megan. I know y'all not going to like this video. But the coach doesn't care. Coach doesn't give a damn about what you guys don't like. Because I like it. I like it. The coach loves it. Oh, man. This is good. I love this. So, Megan, let's talk about you being a hype job. Because you were the one hyping yourself up, telling Dana White, hey, tell Holly and Jermaine to keep my belt warm because I'm coming for you. You remember that? But then when you realized you wasn't going to get a fight against Cyborg, Megan, then you said, well, I want to fight against people that's clean. Then when Cyborg got exonerated, okay, your whole tongue changed. Yeah, oh, yeah, I'll fight her. But we didn't believe that. So what happened? Ariel Helwani made sure. He made sure to put you on the spot. And that's what he did. You was on the line with Ariel. Chris Cyborg called out and pulled your whole card. And what did you do? You said, well, yeah, sure, I'll talk to her. I can tell in your voice you didn't want to talk to her. And I knew from that point on, this girl don't want to fight Cyborg. She don't want no Cyborg fight. She don't want that work. You don't want it. We knew you didn't want that work. And Cyborg told you, let's fight. Cyborg like, let's fight. Stop all this damn talking. Let's get this fight. Let's go. You didn't want it. You didn't want them problems. So then you said, oh, I'll fight it. Then the fight gets signed, and mysteriously you had personal problems, right? And but You can't tell your fans because it's your stuff. Okay, great. But if you're going to call Cynthia Calvillo a hack job, then Megan, come on. You got that got to apply to you too. How you going to explain this? You a hypocrite. How was Megan going to explain this? Hell, at least Cynthia Calvillo said, hell, put me in there with anybody, I'll fight him. I mean, at least Cynthia Calvillo, could you imagine if Cynthia Calvillo was to fight the most dangerous woman in MMA in the strawweight division? If they said, okay, you got to go in there and fight Joanna Jacek, who been beating everybody's ass and hurting them and lumping them up, what would you do? I'm not surprised. That's what she say. I'm not surprised, MF. Give me the fight. Yeah. Megan, you're dumb. Okay, you're dumb. We can talk about, hey, well, you know, she ain't fought nobody prior to fighting Calderwood. Yeah, right. But she fought those people on 2 and 3 week notice. She fought, what, Amanda Bobby Cooper, what, on 2 week notice? And she fought Pearl Gonzalez on 3 week notice? I'm sorry. If you're fighting against fighters that's having these full training camps and you're still beating them, you're still defeating them, that shows a lot of discipline by Cynthia Calvillo. First of all, to actually be within your weight limit. Okay, to be close enough to weight to make weight. That shows a lot of discipline, okay? Lots of it. But she took the fight and she did it anyway because she was prepared to fight. Calvillo was prepared for a fight. In her mind, yeah, she was working at the Cheesecake Factory, but in her mind, she was ready to fight, unlike you. Because in your mind, you didn't want no part of Cyborg. Well, I mean, we need to stop this, okay? This is the diagram that Coach Shelton Harrison, these were my picks, by the way. These were the coach's picks, okay? The coach picked Cyborg to beat you. The coach picked Chris Cyborg to defeat you. Those were the coach's picks. And guess what, Megan Anderson? I won't have to change my pick. I won't have to change my pick because I know my pick gonna be right. See, you're gonna see Cyborg. Doesn't matter. If you do anything in the UFC, you're gonna have to see Cyborg. See, whether you like it or not, Megan, you can have all the personal problems on God's green earth. You can have every personal problem on God's green earth, but you got to see Cyborg, guaranteed. So you can sit back in Australia and talk all this junk, talk about how your visas don't work, talk about how you wasn't afraid of Cyborg. You can talk about all this mess, and then you can talk about how Cynthia Calvillo didn't live up to that. No, that's called hate, Megan. That's called hate. What you hating on her for? Oh, yeah, you're hating on her because everybody thought she was a hype job going into this Calderwood fight. Lots of people picked Calderwood to whoop Calvillo's ass. And what did Calvillo do? She went in there and she defeated Calderwood. So now there's nothing else to say. Oh, yeah, it is something else to say. Oh, there's something else to say. Get your ass in the octagon with Cyborg and stop running off at the mouth. And this is your boy, Coach Shelton Harrison, putting it down and telling it like it is. I'm done. Subscribe to the best women's MMA platform on YouTube.